what's up guys? Chris McCarthy here with McFit365.com, and this is your McFit365 workout of the day. Now today's workout is 5 rounds and it starts off with that jump rope. So I'm gonna head back here. I'm gonna grab my RX Smart Gear jump rope and we're gonna start off with 2 minutes of jump rope today, guys. So whatever movement you choose, you can go ahead and just do 2 minutes straight of your basic single unders, which is just your standard 1 rotation of the rope for every jump. But always maintaining proper form here, guys, keeping those elbows in close to your sides, rotating that rope just with our wrists, jumping on the balls of your feet, keeping that chest up. Now you can go ahead and do those single unders, but if you want to intensify the workout a little bit more or change it up, within that 2 minutes, you can go a little bit of a boxer step here, guys, alternating from one foot to the other, freestyle movement. If you want to intensify it, you can start running in place. So alternating right, left, right, left. You can even bring those knees up, intensify it even more, generate a little bit more speed on that rope, or you can go ahead and do 2 minutes of double unders, which is 2 rotations of that rope for every jump. Whichever movement you choose, guys, you're gonna jump rope for 2 minutes straight. You are then gonna set your jump rope down. I always recommend staging your jump rope behind you in a nice arc, so when you're done with your other movement, you can easily jump back in here and grab that rope. Next movement here, it's a completely body weight movement or workout today, guys. So really the only thing we're gonna need is a jump rope and a pull-up bar. But the first movement is 20 jump squats. So we wanna get in a nice squat position, which means feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Toes are gonna be pointed out slightly here, about 30 degrees. And when you go into that squat position, we are sending those hips back. Weight is going to go back into those heels all the way down here until your hips go down below knee level, making sure that these knees are tracking out over the toes. We don't want them caving in. We don't want to be going into a squat like this. So keep those knees open, tracking out over those toes. From this position, we're then going to send all that weight back into our heels and we're going to jump up off the ground. So it's a plyometric jump squats. All the way down. I'm keeping that chest up the entire time, making sure I'm sending all the weight back into my glutes and jumping off slightly off the ground for a set of 20 of those jump squats. Then we're gonna go into 20 sit-ups. So if you have an ab mat, highly recommend one of those. This is your ab mat, and basically you set this down on the ground and the lower part of your back gives you a little bit of support. If you don't have an ab mat, what you can do is get a towel, roll that up into a roll, put that down there, gives you a little bit of support in the lower part, that arch of your back. So you set this down here, get in that sit position here, move that into position, knees together, ankles together, toes together. We're gonna go all the way back here till our shoulder blades touch the ground. And then we're gonna come all the way back up till our abdomen basically touches our thighs. So we're gonna come all the way up and all the way back down. We're gonna do a total of 20 of these sit-ups. Once you've completed 20 of those sit-ups, what we're gonna end up doing now is going into 15 push-ups. So once again, body weight movement, get your ab mat out of the way. In this push-up position, we're just gonna get into our basic plank position here, guys. So our shoulders and elbows should be in line with our wrists here, so nice straight up and down. Fingers obviously facing forward. You're getting into this plank position. In this plank position, we wanna make sure we are flat. We don't wanna be sagging our hips down or piking our hips up. Head and neck should be a neutral spine. You're gonna keep those elbows close to your sides as you go down in this push-up position. Once your chest touches the ground, press all the way up to full extension of those arms, keeping in that plank position, really engaging that core. We're gonna do 15 of these push-ups. Once you've completed 15 of those, now we're gonna go down, we're gonna do what's called seated in and out. We're gonna end up doing 20 of those. So from the seated position here, we are then, once again, just like you're in a push-up position, you're gonna keep your feet together, your ankles together, your knees together. We're gonna lean back about 45 degrees. Put our hands down the ground, fingers facing forward. We're then gonna raise our heels up off the ground while we lean back, and we're gonna kick our legs to their straight position, and then we're gonna bring our knees in, and we're gonna pause for a second, really engaging that core. So we're gonna do a set of 20 of these seated in and outs, which is really engaging that core, really working those abs. So 20 of those. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on and we're gonna end up doing 20 pull-ups. So we're gonna go over a pull-up bar here. You might have a pull-up bar that's mounted to the wall, or you may have one that's mounted in a doorway. If you're unable to do an unassisted pull-up, what you could do is get a band, you wrap it around there, stick one foot in the band, and that's gonna give you a little bit of assistance. So we're gonna go over to this pull-up bar. Palms facing forward, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You're gonna jump up here on the bar, and you're gonna pull your chin up over the bar, and then all the way back down. we're gonna do a set of 20 of these. You can break them up, maybe sets of 5s, maybe sets of 10, but you're gonna go ahead and do a set of 20 of those pull-ups. Then we're gonna move on to the final movement, which is another core movement here. We're gonna do 30 flutter kicks. So we're gonna get back down here on the ground here. Once again, this seated position, where we're gonna lay all the way back now, hands at our sides. We're gonna bring our feet up, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start alternating 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna set of 30 of these, but we're really engaging those cores. So keep those shoulder blades off the ground here, guys. That's gonna help you engage that core. Keeping those feet straight, bringing those feet down as high up as you can, pointing those toes. So a set of 30 of those flutter kicks, which is really gonna engage that core again and really work those abs. Once you've completed that, that completes one round of this movement. And then you're gonna go back up to the top, and like I said, guys, you're gonna start off again with 2 minutes of jump rope, and then you're gonna go down through that sequence of body weight movements for a total of 5 rounds. So that is the McFit365 workout of the day, guys. Hope you enjoyed this workout. Good luck, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow for the next workout.